Hello, everybody. In today's video, I am not Charlie Kirk. I am not Charlie Kirk. Okay? I am someone who is not Charlie Kirk. By that I mean me. And today, I don't know why I did that. Whatever. Anyway, is Charlie Kirk really dead? We can speculate. You might go watching this in the distant future. How can you speculate about Charlie Kirk? He's been dead for a long, long time. In your future, yeah, but I'm literally saying this in the year that he died. He died in 2025. Which is the year that I'm recording this video on, and the year that I'm releasing this video on. So, speculating in this year makes sense. Why? Because you don't know. Maybe he did fake his death. And I'm speculating for the memes, okay? Like, it's not like I'm trying to mock his death, okay? Like, shooting somebody like that is messed the fuck up. Like, it's messing up my country right now. I live in the country that Charlie Kirk is from. USA. United States of America. Okay? So for all you motherfuckers that are from a different country, he was a pretty popular guy. In fact, he was getting really popular internationally. I mean, he kind of fell off in the U.S. a couple of years ago, but he really went popular internationally, you know, on all 7 continents pretty much. And then when he died, his popularity went. We're speculating. Really dead? Yeah, that's the thumbnail. Okay, I try not to say a certain word called Nigger, nigger, but I did. Okay, now let's talk seriously. Sorry, I'm a little giggly right now. Why am I giggly? 'Cause I had a little too much soda. I mean pop, I mean to say. 'Cause I prefer to call it that. Alright? I'm not Canadian, by the way. Okay? Don't confuse me for Canadians. I'm not a Canadian. I don't know shit about Canada. Okay? All I know is that they have a white and red flag and, they're Canadian. I don't know. I'm not Canadian. But what I can tell you is, even though I might have an echo chamber now, which I actually kind of do have a little bit of an echo chamber, but whatever. Even though I have an audience that glazes me all the fucking time like I'm Jesus Christ or something. Well, that is if you believe Jesus Christ. Whatever. I tell you right now, I am not Charlie Kirk. Is he dead? Who knows? He could have faked it all. Well, that was one way to fake it. Because if that's the case, he would not like what his wife is doing. That kind of sucks, the way she looks. You know, if I was that kind of person, I would just kind of, like, stay relevant just enough that people, like, acknowledge your existence. But not enough where it's, like, you're constantly talked about all the time. You know? That kind of thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you right now. Right now. A lot of people who are subscribed to my channel, at least the ones that I'm aware of, are like these crazy people, okay? They make crazier videos than I do, right? I am just a guy who makes videos. These guys are like, oh, World-ending disaster! It must have been the Jews! I don't know what's up with them and the Jews lately, but still. It's the Jews! Yeah, it must have been the Judaism. The Judaism, yes. It must have been Israel. It must have been Israel. With the whole Charlie Kirk thing, especially with that Candace Owens lady. Oh my God. If you believe in one, but even if you don't, I'm using it as an expression here, so don't test me for blasphemy. And I'm talking funny because that's just the way I am, okay? I'm taking it as serious as I can. This is my serious mode, alright? Don't think I'm mocking you or anything. But I do actually believe that, Candace Owens might actually be schizophrenic. Like, she might unironically, be medically diagnosed with schizophrenia in the future. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. And I'm not saying that to insult her. I'm saying that because I know people who are schizophrenic, and the way they describe their schizophrenia sounds like the way Candace Owens is. So Candace Owens, if you're watching this video, go checked out by a professionally licensed doctor. Like an actual doctor, like a doctor you can trust. That kind of thing. And see what, you get diagnosed with. Okay? Because it's mostly a diagnosis. Once you get a verifiable diagnosis, they can know what to treat you with if you need treatment. Either she's delusional, or she's just making a bunch of rage bait. She's just making a fucking rage bait. Okay? But she's also, emotionally charged. She probably has bipolar, because I have a sibling who's bipolar. Man, oh man, it's very weird, because it's they'll be happy one moment, then angry the next, And I don't have bipolar. I have only 2 disorders, really. My 2 major disorders is a small version of Dandy Walker syndrome. In other words, it's one of those disorders that make your head a little bit bigger, and also it makes your development slightly slower, especially for walking, and you'll get random numbness. You know that numbness you get that makes your hand feel like it's TV static? Well, that's basically the same thing, but it happens more commonly with me, even when I'm moving, and on top of that, instead of feeling like TV static, it will feel like sandbox sucking you in a little bit, and it will hurt. It will really hurt. Not so hurt it's like a pregnancy or something, but it will, you will feel it, you will feel it, especially in your legs, because once it gets there, okay? So I have to constantly be physical in order for that to happen, because if I slow down, that's what's going to happen to me, alright? And I also have social communication disorder, which is one of those disabilities that doesn't necessarily mean I won't understand you. It's that you'll have a hard time understanding me, It's one of those disabilities that makes you feel like you're the disabled one, At least on extreme ends, okay? Now, I still have some issues with my disabilities, because, that's just what I was born with, and it's also environmental, too. But, I'm gonna be honest, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a lot harder when I was younger than now. Okay, because in my early years and my young years, well, I'm still young, but that's not what I mean. I mean, when I was in my childhood, life was very hard. Okay? Because I got bullied by these girls all the time because I couldn't talk the way they wanted me to talk. You know, it's not like I couldn't talk. I talked in a funny way because I was still processing it all. Now that I do process it all, well, now that I'm processing it, now that I can, because I'm old enough to understand things like that now. You know, I'm an adult. I'm legally of age, have been for a while, you know. Now that that's the case, it's like, I used to act like that, you know? And I used to be, and because of my disability and because I didn't know stuff, I used to be very illiterate, and I still kind of struggle with it, but it's mostly a writing kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like, I'll use text-to-speech. Like, hell, I'm probably going to even use text-to-speech for the title of this video. Not so much the thumbnail, but probably the title of this video, so that way, you know, I can speed up the process to actually get this video posted. But I know I said I wasn't gonna, like, post daily, but I just got into the habit so much, you know? But yeah. Back onto subject. Charlie Kirk here, since this all revolves around Charlie Kirk. What does me having a disability have to do with Charlie Kirk? Well, I saw the video. I actually watched him get shot. I actually watched it. I actually seen it. Not just some, oh, they stopped it right before the actual scary part happened. No, I actually watched him bleed out of his neck. And I didn't even, because the difference between me and you is unless it's, happening in a situation where, there's a way for me to react, I'm probably not going to react like you react. You know, you're probably going to be like, oh, he got shot, that's scary. Or the person you like got shot or whatever. They got fucking shot. You know, to me it's like, oh. Well, let's get the fuck out of here, you know? Like, it's not like a, it's more of like a, oh, that happened, and then it takes me a second to realize, but once I process it, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get the fuck out of here, if I was in that situation. But I wasn't there or anything, but that's what I would do if I was, you know? But still, yeah, let's speculate. Let's speculate. I don't know if I should say for the memes, but I'm probably just going to say, let's speculate for Charlie Kirk. I don't know, man. I don't know. If you want to agree with all my opinions, you can, but you don't have to, okay? I believe in free will. You can disagree with me, alright? I allow it. As long as you're, a part of my audience, I generally won't necessarily care. As long as you're not doxing or sending random links for some reason, or doing, illegal shit in general, then yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Free world, bro. Free world. Anyway, the summary for this video is going to be really weird. Anyway, I'm repeating myself. I know, I talk funny, but not the end of the world. Or, probably. Anyway, it's Saturday on December 20th, and it's 6 a.m. of 2025, 80, and I tell you, bro, that I am going to end this video. But you can form your own opinion, or if you already had one, you can show it. But here's the thing, though. Just remember that I can do whatever I want with this video as long as YouTube lets me hold it up. So just be aware of that. Okay? Anyway, if you want to make your own YouTube video about this, reacting to this maybe, or whatever you want, go right ahead. I don't care. Ain't my problem. It's not like I'm gonna go around and be like, oh, he made a video about me, how dare you? Not like I'm gonna be super duper offended about it. The only time I'm gonna be offended about it is if you're going around, trying to dox me, things like that. But hey, if you have a true controversial opinion that doesn't get people in trouble in the sense of like, it's not gonna be like an issue for you to talk about, or me to be involved in this part of it, then okay. Alright. I'll give you some time to think. I'm just gonna sit here and you're just gonna think for a few seconds, okay? Here we go. Alright, I'm going to end this video, but yeah, again, if you have any opinions you want to give, you can give it. But yeah, after all that's said and done, I'm a bit itchy, but I shall see you in a later video, probably. Anyway, I am out of here. And yeah, just remember, stay ugly.